Hello dear traders, welcome. It's time for another update of those different accounts I've been trading and analyzing for some time. So let's start with the manual account, the demo account I traded up over time. As you can see, so the profit ratio is moving around the 61.16% mark, and as you can see, the relationship between net profit and maximum drawdown is very good. You see maximum drawdown around 1% and total net profit around 5 times that. That is the key, yeah, with those kind of trading approaches and the respective risk policies. If you can achieve a good relationship between your net profit and your maximum drawdown, you know, that is really what this game is about. Because let's face it, it's not so difficult to increase your risk per trade overall, okay, in your risk policy, as long as you know that the downside is significantly smaller than the upside. It really comes down to that simple principle, all right? It's like there's no reason to make things too complicated, all right? When it's about business, making money in the markets, investing, trading, it's risk versus return. If you can achieve not only a stable equity curve, but also a very good relationship between your net profit and your maximum drawdown, the maximum amount of losses, then you are in the game, all right? As simple as that. And therefore you see expected payoff almost 100, profit factor 1.78. These are great values, yeah? As you can see also, so the maximum consecutive profit, 23 trades, which is amazing, all right? If you have an approach or system which can achieve those values, that's great. And of course, as you know from the market causality and all the MK blocks I've been doing for many weeks now, I think I've now done MK block summaries for almost a year or even longer. I have to check. You see we have nice runs there, okay? Especially if we have strong trading weeks like last week and this week, as you can see from the MK block. And maximum losses only 6, you see, so that's very manageable, all right? And also, you see, like, the average profit is higher than the average loss. This is essential. This is a very, very important point as well. If you see that the average value is better than the average loss, okay? So, as you remember, I had a slow phase. I had an amazing phase where I went a bit aggressive. You remember, I think it was a euro-pound short trade back then. Then a bit of a slow period where I was constantly but slowly trading up. Then a bit of a slow period with a drawdown, okay? So, where I had a bit of a drawdown, but then I didn't trade much or didn't trade big. And then, as you can see, once the easier week started again, I increased a bit my aggressiveness and I started to make new highs in my account curve again, all right? So trading is all about that, okay? Here in the manual approach, where you can decide where to place your target, your stop loss, how much to risk per trade, which setup to trade, which setup to skip, you know, how to approach a week. When you have a slower week, you keep things small. When you have a good week, you go and take your profits, you go a bit more aggressive. You avoid the big news announcements in order to not get fished. If you make a mistake, you just cut the trade, okay, and do not make the problem bigger. You just have the discipline to wait for the next setup. You improve your timing, of course, with as well experience and screen time on the market causality. I mean, I have now observed the MK web for many years in front of you, so this is what you all can achieve as well, okay? And of course, there are some periods where you see I'm losing a little bit, but it doesn't matter because you know that the easiest parts are coming again. So even from this curve, you can see, look, if I get a very easy week, I will be able to push up here, you see, from the curve. But I don't know when this one will happen, so I'll wait for it, okay? So very good. I'm happy with that. Overall, I've used very, very low risk parameters on this, as you know. And of course, if I would double my risk parameters, everything would just double. But that's the easy part. The difficult part is to keep those values I've explained in the same relationship, yeah, to have a significantly higher profit than loss, to have the minimum maximal drawdown, to have a good constant win-loss ratio, to have a great balanced risk return per trade as well as overall. Also, you can see the largest trade here, look, 8,774 compared to the biggest loss, only 6,518. These are all values which point in the right direction, which show you that I'm doing this in the right way. And you can too. You can too, by doing your homework, understanding the causality, gaining experience with the MK web week after week, month after month, using a reasonable risk policy, okay, not gambling, protecting your trades, just following the rules. It's not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. Let me say that again. You can do it. Okay, with an average IQ, you can do this. You just need to work well, and you need to take it seriously, and you need to have the discipline. That's all. And I hope that my work here, which I've done now for many years, will help you, because it shows you everything is possible. And I gave you the tools. I gave you everything basically I could, you know, to help you in that quest. And I've helped many people over the years, and I'm very proud of that. Okay, that I was able to help people engaging in Forex, despite all the manipulation, despite all the nasty stuff, the dark stuff we know about, to still find their way and to be able to become proper traders. It's all still possible. It's just more difficult than ever with all the algo manipulation. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much. Lots of love.